Hey guys, Valentine here. It's been quite some time. Had some troubles, had to find a job, the usual life stuff. Nothing that concerns anybody watching this video. I just wanted to address one thing regarding this channel, because I got a little bit of a fan base going on. It's quite small, but still I respect you guys and I like you. And I want to tell you what's been happening with me, and more specifically, me and Diablo 4. Thing you've all heard by now, Diablo 4 sucks. It's no mystery, it's no craziness happening. I'm actually surprised that I fell for the Blizzard scheme, because this is what happens every time, right? Every time they will release a trailer, everybody will want to play the game because it looks amazing, and then you realize it only looked amazing. It most certainly was not amazing. And that was the realization that I had with Diablo 4. As I played it, I played a little bit of Season 1, played it mostly in preseason, but I played a little bit of Season 1, and I realized the only thing that changed in Season 1 is that now I had to do it all over again. Like, just do the game once again, with very little changed. I was not getting a new experience, I was not getting any improvements on the issues that I had with the game. All that happened with Season 1 is that we got more legendaries that broke the game in much the same way that every other legendary broke the game, to the point where you either one-shot every single mob that hit you, or you got a bad affix and they would one-shot you before you got to one-shot them. That's all Diablo 4 gameplay is, and that was my issue with the game, right? That's why I decided to quit. I realized it simply was not worth my time, because regardless of what I played, regardless of what I did, the conclusion was always the same. You would get overpowered, and then the game would play the exact same way for damn near hundreds of hours. Nothing you could do changed anything. The builds all felt very much the same, specifically because of this. Because this is the problem with Blizzard RPGs. What happens is that they just allow you to obliterate everything and then balance the game around that. And that to me is not fun. I like having a moment where I can obliterate everything, but a moment. I don't want to spend the rest of my game feeling like I have no challenges, I have nothing to actually accomplish in the game. I'm just sitting there pressing a button and everything explodes. It's a novelty. That's all they're trying to sell you. A novelty that gets boring really quick. And yeah, at the end of the day, Diablo 4 just turned out to be a mediocre game. And I realized that very quickly as soon as I started playing something like, I believe the first game I switched over to after I stopped playing Diablo 4 was Halls of Torment. And I played Halls of Torment and I compared it with Diablo 4. And it was incredibly fun. It was more fun than I've had with the entirety of the full release of Diablo 4. And I want to specify full release, because here's the sad thing. Halls of Torment is an amazing game, but it was actually very similar to the beta of Diablo 4. Back when you had less access to broken legendaries. Back when you had less access to all of this broken shit that trivialized the game. And I remember I had the most fun with Diablo 4 when I was in the beta, figuring shit out. Most people didn't know what the best build was, what the most broken thing was, and I especially loved putting together groups and clearing Ashava with them, back when that was an actual achievement. I think that was the most fun moment of Diablo 4 to me. It was also running around dealing with all these extra challenges like strongholds. Strongholds were actually decently difficult because you were level capped and the strongholds were much higher level than you, and you didn't have access to all of the broken shit. So they were actually a challenge that you wanted to do with your friends. They were so much fun compared to what we had in the full release of the game, where you just leveled past 50 and supposedly according to the very developers. You get past 50, and that's when you start to progress and do all of the world stuff, because now it actually matters. Now you're getting legendaries for the end game. But by that point, the moment you reach level 50, everything's already trivialized. Nothing actually matters. Everything's a joke. So you would grind to level 50 so that your actions would matter, but by then the game's already too easy, so you have nothing to really do, nothing to build up to. It was incredibly sad. Very, very sad. And right now, I compare Diablo 4 with what's gonna come out tomorrow, which is the reason why I wanted to make this video, to let you guys know what I'm gonna do tomorrow. Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna come out. Now, I have to let you guys know, I've played the early access of Baldur's Gate about 4 to 5 times, all the way through, with many other attempts just trying out the other classes. That's how much fun I had playing Baldur's Gate 3, with the build variety and the gameplay that was constantly challenging and never got trivialized. I never felt like, oh, this battle, I'm never gonna lose this battle. Baldur's Gate 3 does a very good job at keeping you on the edge, and that's what I want out of my games. I never want to feel like everything's trivial, like I just broke everything, right? I want to feel an experience, not a chore, because that's what games become the moment everything's trivial. It's just a chore. If you have no challenge, then what you're doing in that game is no longer entertaining, unless there's content beyond what you're destroying with your gameplay, which, guess what, Diablo 4 doesn't have. So out comes a game that maintains the quality of its gameplay, maintains its challenge, has much more story and better writing than Diablo 4 could ever hope to have, and more as well, right? I think Act 1 of Baldur's Gate 3 is about twice as big as the main story of Diablo 4, which was also very fucking embarrassing for the D4 team. Like, when I finished the story, I was like, that's fucking it? What did we wait for? 6 years for this, motherfucker? What the hell are you thinking? I'm here to play a video game, right? When I look at Diablo 4, it just lacks everything that I would want in a game. It is just subpar. It does not compete with anything else on the market right now. And I think that's why people are mad, because they were like, everybody told me, Season 1, that's when the game's gonna start, dude. Yeah, don't worry about it. Hey, remember what Asmund was saying all the fucking time? Telling everybody, yeah, don't worry guys, yeah, Diablo 4 is gonna get fixed, we're gonna get Season 1, and then Queen, the same fucking shit. Diablo 4 is gonna get fixed in Season 1, and we're gonna get more content, we're gonna get all this stuff. And then Season 1 begins, and we didn't get jack shit. In fact, we lost. We lost stuff, it got worse. And you're expecting me to waste my time playing a mediocre game that even gets worse when a fucking update comes out? When I could play any game out there. Fucking Armored Core 6 is coming out. We got Street Fighter 6. We got Halls of Torment, excellent indie game that came out. We got Baldur's Gate 3 coming out tomorrow, by the way. We got so many games. Tears of the Kingdom. There are so many good choices you could make. I legitimately feel sorry if you are one of the poor people who are stuck playing Diablo 4 for some reason. You fell for the marketing and you're still deluding yourself that you're having fun with Diablo 4. Just play a better game. I promise you, it's gonna be a better way to spend your time, your weekend, your free time. Or literally just go outside. It's literally more fun to go outside. And that's coming from someone who never goes outside. But I would legitimately recommend you go touch grass than play Diablo 4. It's that fucking pathetic of a game and that much of a waste of your time. So yeah, that was the point of this video. Right? Right now, probably gonna make a couple of videos on Baldur's Gate 3 because I really like that game. I legitimately cannot wait. For the last month, I've done nothing but think about how amazing Baldur's Gate 3 was. And then I've also played the new game mode for League of Legends. That one was also insanely fun. And I think later on we're also going to be covering the, what do you call it? The MMO from Riot. I want to cover that, where it's going, at least where I believe it's going, and just looking at all the tracks and putting together a better image of what that MMORPG is going to be. Which I think you guys are really going to like that one. Riot's been putting out amazing game after amazing game. Even though they're more niche, it's always amazing. So I want to cover that as well. Just sort of switch to things that I genuinely enjoy. I guess that's really what I'm going for here. I want to do things that I enjoy. That's it. Well, that was it from me today, and I'll be seeing you guys around. Bye-bye.